today we're going to be making mead. So far, what I've got is I've got my funnel, I've got my yeast. I got to agitate it real quick. All my equipment has been sanitized, actually. I use some of this beautiful star sign. Use this, and for the yeast, actually, used a little bit of EC 118. And right now, I've got a 5-gallon jug, or a carboy, with 15 pounds of honey, and I have 2, 3. And I have 5 gallons of water. I know that the honey is going to be taking up some space, but just to be safe, on the safe side, grab enough water for that. And we can start with this. I also have Ferment K and diammonium phosphate. Those are 2 things that we're going to be using as the energizer and the nutrients. Let's start with the honey a little bit. Just grab some of that. Oh yeah, it's coming out in globs. It's gonna be a long process. Mix a little bit of honey and everything. Since I'm not really going to be able to get a ladle down there, we're going to do shake method. It's going to be a fun time. I got spring water. I could have used tap water, but I don't trust the tap water. I mean, I drink it, but I definitely wouldn't risk it on a 5-gallon bucket. So I ended up just going and spending $10 to get enough gallons to do this. Just gonna cut it off right there. Fill it up with some water. That way we can get all that honey out of there. Really shake it up. I was originally going to go with the 1 gallon carboy, but I thought, why not? I'll just buy this carboy. It's 5 gallons. And if you look at it, you can tell it's a little bit more reinforced because it's thicker at certain areas. It's made in Italy. I hope that means it's good. We'll just give it one more rinse. The honey, I was lucky enough to get enough of it. I actually bought enough, so on the side I can experiment a little bit with smaller batches. All right, now we're gonna pour in a couple gallons. What we need is pounds, or we need 3 pounds per gallon. So I just poured in 5. So we're gonna have it a little bit more diluted. That way we can mix it in a little bit easier. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab this and just do a little bit of shaking. Fuck. Just get it all nice and mixed in there. Oh, I did not anticipate how heavy this was gonna be. Definitely an oversight when it came to making 5 gallons. Here we go. Yeah, it's a workout in itself. Yeah. Need some more shaking. All right, I think that's good. That means we can start pouring in some more. Oh. Now, agitate that a little bit more. I'm gonna grab some more honey, pour some more in, and hope for the best. And for making or rehydrating the yeast, all you have to do is look on the back of the packet. Usually all it is you want to sterilize all your equipment first, but you're going to need a bowl and a spoon. And all you have to do is fill, say you have 1 gram of yeast. All you have to do is pour 10 milliliters in, 10 milliliters of liquid. So I use just some of this, since that's what we're going to be using to make our batch. Some good old razor water, cuts through thirst. But since we're going to be using that to make our batch, I decided to use that and stick to that. I just did 100 milliliters for 10 grams because that's what we're going to be using for a 5 gallon jug. Yeah, I got a 1/4 teaspoon, since our ratios are all going to be 1/4 this, 1/4 that. But this is my first time making mead, so I'm just trying to make it for the first time. I'm just going for a regular, basic old honey mead, and then I'm gonna flavor it on the back end. That way, instead of making all the same flavor, I can use this to make 5 different flavors. I'm planning on making, getting 5 smaller 1 gallon jugs. Obviously not the razor water jugs, but glass jugs. That way I can flavor them in there for a little bit. Looks like it needs to be mixed up a little bit. Definitely an oversight when it came to how much I wanted to brew. There's so much better ways to do this. You all right? Jesus Christ. All right, that's 3, 9, and pounds. Get a little bit more water in there. All right, 1, 2, and even finish it up with 2. You're all right. Oh, there we go. Should have went with 6 gallon jug. All right. Oh my, miscalculations are a thing. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Since this is 5 gallons, I've got 5 gallons of water. I'm just gonna stick with that. Yeah, I've definitely overfilled this. Oh, this can be a disaster. I would be posting updates along the way, seeing how the mead's doing. All right. That's good. All right, this is working out. It's close, but it's working. There. Might have added a little bit too much. All right. 4 gallons. Oh, yeah, we're already overflow. It's okay. This time, I was able to fix this overfill thing. All right, and I did find out a little bit of something that works. It works as a little mixer. I did sanitize this before. I just want to put that out there. Oh, all right. No, it's emptying pretty fast. Alright, now that we got all of that mixed up, what joyous times that was. I just put it in a mason jar. It's fine. Everything's going fine. First time you make mistakes, it's okay. That's what I'm telling myself. Alright, now that that's good, we can add our yeast. Oh, God. And then use this. Just make sure that all gets emptied out in there. That way it can have a heyday. Just add some of this meat in here. Mix it around real good. Get it right back in there. There we go. Now the yeast is in there. What we're gonna want to do is let me make sure the instructions. All right, one. So, three of those. All right. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pop open. Gonna wipe it off first. It's a little wet. I don't want my bag to be wet. I want it through another fermented egg. Swipe that off real quick. And what I'm going to do is grab a pair of scissors. Simply cut off the top, both bags. Oh, this one's just a rip. That'll be fine. And then what we can do is add a paper towel. Simply go in here if you have made a little bit of a mess everywhere. It's okay. These are all just distilled water, not distilled, spring water. Go ahead in here. Scoop up just a 1/4 tablespoon of Ferment K. That's what I'm choosing to go with. Drop that in there. Then we're going to go in here. Take 2 quarters of diammonium phosphate. It's 1. Here's 2. Yeah. Just everything's been gutted. All right. Now that we got that down, go ahead, pop on, actually, I'll wipe down the inside a little bit. Don't want that to be super wet. Add our cork right there. And then on top of that, we'll put our airlock. Jesus Christ, I'm losing everything. Pop that there. Forgot to add water. Make Make sure everything's mixed up real good. Should have done that a little bit ago, but I thought it was good enough. Now we can add our water to the fill line. It's over the fill line. There we go. It's the wrong cap. All right. And now we'll just have to check up on this buddy every once in a while and see where we can go from here. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into my channel.